should be there by 5. I'm by your house, and I'll leave in 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay. Dicking around on some things. Right. Cool. Are you ready for this?
Do 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 do
we still
do
have it
do
so
do
that
do do.
it should be we're far away now or close away.
I don't know. I don't care. I'm gonna try and talk here.
Oh, because I'm like, oh, there's a weird delayed echo, but it's because I have both the Spreecast and the YouTube going. So there you go. So everything's making sounds, which is more than us. Hey, everybody, welcome. It is Sunday, which means it's time for Asking for a Friend.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes.
We are short one of our... oh, my camera's stopped working on me. Interesting. It's probably because I unplugged that cable and tried to plug it back in. And apparently that's not a thing. So I'll deal with that in a second. But we are currently short one of our spiritual advisors.
We are short one spiritual advisor and one producer.
Yeah, it's
or she's what? Are we letting her?
She's at home doing stuff. She's been posting questions.
Are we letting her telecommute now? What is this bullshit?
I know,
man. If I could telecommute at my job, it'd be fantastic. I'm an assistant, so I mean, it would be like I could
still here.
I could answer calls from home,
right.
But it would be difficult to say pick up a file and go copy something and bring it back in. I would have to get robots for that.
Have all the files.
I could have all
the Dropbox is for.
Right. No, well, no, like actual physical files because they need those. They feel safer with them. What am I gonna say?
All right.
They're the ones that pay my bills. I don't.
They're the people.
Can we telecommute with this? Can I not be here? Can I just go home and
we would need
we need one of those fast lines because I hate that delay thing.
Yeah.
I was trying to talk and
like a satellite truck is.
Yeah, or that commercial, where it's the future now, and like a kid who has some disability now
about
gets
the
to
future.
Future
children.
I don't even know what the product is for. So obviously, the people who made the commercial did a shit job. But it was something about like the kid is in a hospital room, but he's also at school because like his face is shown up on a weird ass robot that's in a desk. So that's creepy. But
yeah, I have briefly seen that.
Yeah,
like once on Hulu or something.
Oh, maybe that's where I saw it.
Yeah,
nothing good gets
for.
commercialized on Hulu. I love Hulu.
Except for the Jameson whiskey commercials,
I haven't seen
rarely
those.
get.
Oh, why? God damn it!
Maybe those are Netflix.
Where's the button for the? What
no,
you have commercials on Netflix?
No, it has to. Have
What kind of garbage basement ghetto Netflix do you have?
Stupid Netflix. No, it must have been Hulu then. Yeah, those are the only good commercials on Hulu because they're like these sort of farcical, epic, hero's journey tales of.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, the Jameson did this and this, and he broke open a wood. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I like the product.
Right.
It's not gonna make me buy more or less of their whiskey. No. I'm still going to buy more whiskey than I should from them.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
We got this.
That's how that goes. But no, online commercials are pretty much just the worst of the...
Why don't they just take TV commercials and put them on the internet?
Yeah.
How difficult is that?
Right.
How goddamn difficult. And how much could... I'm sure you got to pay the commercial producers X number of dollars to make a commercial for you, and it'll probably cost more to let them give you the rights to use it on the internet.
Right.
But what's that? $15, $20?
Yeah, probably.
It can't be much because nobody pays attention to them.
Yeah. Hey Liz, how's the feed coming through? Because on my end it looks pretty weird. But all right. Well, while I'm waiting for her to reply to that, if that ever happens, which...
Give me questions!
Questions! All right, here is the first question is coming from Margot. And,
with a T? No T.
Yeah, with a T.
Awesome. I'm a fan of that. Do not care for the MARGOs.
Says it's frozen
That's
video.
just lazy.
Awesome.
Lazy.
Yeah. So it's kind of moving on my side. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with our video. It's popping and locking.
Gaelic?
Gallic. I'm running too much stuff on this computer machine, I guess, is the problem. I can't make this question that I just put up here bigger so that I can see everything.
Uh-huh. Your eyes are getting old.
No, it literally has not shown me the whole thing at this point.
Mm-hmm.
How does this work? Was there a scroll or something? Yeah.
Do you need me to tell you how to work your computer?
All right, hang on. I'm going to hide it. I'm going to unhide it. Nope. Damn it. Let's see what I can do here. All right.
This is why we need a producer.
This is exactly
This is why she's not allowed to telecommute.
This is terrible.
Stay home and jerk off on your own time.
And then scroll over it, she says. No, that doesn't work. The scroll thing happened on... Oh, fuck me. This is entertainment. Well, this is the part I've got. So maybe we can guess the question.
Oh, boy. All right. Give me what you have of the question.
I've started to have feelings for a really good friend of mine, but he's only ever had like 4 girlfriends, and he's kind of shy when it comes to these things. How do I get it out there that I think we should go out on a... It's done.
On an expedition, on a safari to Africa.
A shooting spree?
Let's go. Shooting spree. Okay, my answer's going to be different if it's a date or if it's a shooting spree. If it's shooting spree, I would say just watch Natural Born Killers. That should give you everything you need to know. First off, use different footages while you're filming your excursion.
Okay. Liz has filled us in. It says, date. He's 29. I'm 24, by the way. And then she clarified or said 25. So I guess she's 25.
What? Sure. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Having a vast array of vast supply of experience, much knowledge of the
all of the knowledges
of the shy guy who's only dated a few people and doesn't know or doesn't has to just say, hey, do you want to go do a thing? That's as simple, that's as
pretty much
basic and as effective as it need to be.
Yeah, and because really that guy, you either need to be extremely straightforward.
Yep.
Or just make him do stuff.
Here's the thing, though. Make him do stuff. The fuck does that mean? Get in the car. Yeah. Get in the car. We're going to Wendy's.
It's a date spree.
Also, I should like to note that those types of guys generally don't like Wendy's as much.
Really?
Or I mean,
Wendy's.
I suppose
think everyone likes Wendy's.
Okay, I mean me.
Oh, okay.
I don't care for Wendy's much.
Why would you reference Wendy's then?
Because that's the first. You know what? I don't check the things that come from my brain to my mouth. They're just going to happen, and I'm going to have to backpedal and justify why I would say these things.
Okay.
The thing is, I still do like the Frosties.
Oh yeah.
Because here's the thing: I'm lactose intolerant, and I have no problem with those Frosties. So
they're not real. Are they? They're not.
The bad news is they're whatever it's probably just a bunch of chemicals that are chocolatey flavored.
Right.
The good news is I'm fine with that.
Doesn't hurt you.
It's not like I'm going like I'm eating them for their health benefits.
Right.
I'm eating them because they taste delicious. The same reason that I do heroin, because it feels delicious. It is basically a 99-cent heroin, is what I'm saying. A heroin.
A heroin. All right, let's move on.
Sure. The answer is heroin.
That actually could be. All right. I'm going to read this out loud before I put it on the Spreecast because apparently that was a bad idea.
Okay.
Oh, man, I can't pronounce this name.
Oh, spell it.
Oh, hang on. I got to rehover.
Do you need... What?
It times out.
God damn it.
I believe the name is Merlia. M-E-R-L-I-A-H.
Ah. Merlia.
Merlia?
Okay. Merlia. She is a disciple of Cthulhu.
Well, that could actually fit. So the question is, the title question is fun cosplaying ideas?
Oh boy.
Question mark.
Oh, yes.
I would like some cosplay
Go as an
ideas.
elder god. Any of them.
Always
The
good.
color out of space, Nyarlathotep, Azathoth, the Cthulhu obviously is the go-to. Who doesn't want to be the number one Eldritch horror?
Right.
Okay, what's the rest of the question? Hit me. Sure, I
Okay.
guess. Go as a Wendy's Frosty.
They're delicious.
This-
I would like some cosplay ideas. Can be from Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Studio
Ghibli.
Ghibli.
Yeah, that's
Mermaid Melody, etc. Yeah.
My Neighbor Totoro,
Okay.
Lupin, that sort of thing.
Gotcha. She says, I'm a tomboy, by the way, and not fat or skinny. I'm 14. So.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
Nothing salacious.
Right. Ugh, yeah. So, okay, well, the thing is, she listed off, what did she say? Anything from Final Fantasy,
Kingdom Hearts,
Studio Ghibli, what else?
Mermaid Melody.
Mermaid Melody.
I don't know that one at all.
You just listed off a bunch of things, so choose a character from
Right.
that. Why are you asking me? Like, if you're like, I want to cosplay, I want to go to Comic-Con, and I don't know what to do, give me help. I was like, okay, well, let's nail down some things. You just listed off a bunch of properties that have a bunch of characters. Yeah. Choose a girl, or choose My Neighbor Totoro. That's my answer for you. Go with My Neighbor Totoro, dress up in a big old fatty plushy thing. It'll be adorable. Not like that kind of plushie. I just mean like a big plush thing. Like it's going to be hot as hell, and you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. Or as long as it takes to get out of the hospital
Isn't that
from
how most
heat.
of these questions.
Pretty much. Yeah. If you're going to ask the internet, they're going to answer penis. That is just sort of across the board. Yeah. So
Grumpy Cat would be good if we don't go with her.
Okay. Yeah. If we're just expanding,
if we just ignore her own concepts.
I'm not. I'm not gonna. Here's the thing: is that sexy cats are okay. I'm okay with that. Yeah. But when you take a meme cat, like a keyboard cat or a grumpy cat, the point is that it's adorable and silly because it's very unsexy. Right. Like Grumpy Cat is the greatest because he's sad. He's sad. You don't want a sad cosplay. That does not work.
All right, fair enough.
You don't want to see I'm like, oh God, I don't know where to beat off or to cry. Just let those two things be separate.
Yeah. No, that's
point of fact, I cannot remember the last time I used the phrase beat off. That is like something very 80s?
Yeah, pretty much.
Probably 80s. I don't feel like I probably a couple of times in the 90s, but there was a point where beat off became jerk off, and it's been that way for a long time now.
Yes.
Masturbate, I guess. To pull one's Peter is, I think, even before that. I think
like
that's
way, way old.
Yeah,
that's like 70s, 60s.
Yeah. To be fair, I'm not even sure that I ever used that before I heard it in the Beastie Boys song. MCA pulling their Peters. A point being,
all right.
Don't that thing that I just said. Don't say that because you will look weird and people will not like you anymore.
Some people might not even understand what you're talking about.
Who doesn't understand beating off?
No,
even if you've
Peter.
never heard. Oh yeah. Well, in the context of this discussion, you should be able to figure out what pulling your Peter means.
Sure.
Or jilling your Jane.
That sounds like something else.
No, jilling off is jerking off. Jilling off is the female version of jerking off. So what would be? And a Peter obviously is a penis. What is the counterpart to a Peter? Peter Pumpkin Eater. How do I have Peter? Does Peter have? Does the Pumpkin Eater have his wife as a name? Does she?
Oh God, I
don't even know.
Internets. To the answer mobile.
Peter Paul Mary.
Yeah.
To marry off, but that doesn't make any sense.
Rosemary time off?
No. We'll figure it out. There should be maybe
what's
it's just
the female equivalent of choking your chicken?
Stuffing
a pie?
Smacking your pork, smacking the pig, slapping the pig.
Is that a thing?
Rubbing your shearing your sheep. How's that?
That sounds like getting a Brazilian.
Yeah, it's actually that's okay. Milking the cow. That's more like playing with your
literal.
Yeah.
It actually seems like it would go the other way.
Massaging the muskrat, and they have muskrat farms, right? Is that a thing?
What?
A muskrat farm.
Oh, I thought
They
you said
have
muskrat thumbs. I was like,
muskrat
what the
thumbs?
fuck?
No, they don't have opposable thumbs. Only
No,
us
that's
simians
why
do.
I was
and a couple
confused
weird.
by the statement.
Yeah. Moving on.
Okay.
Next question.
We're plowing through these right now.
Well, without Tweedy here to fuck things up,
Yep, that's true. Oh, this will.
you better keep on top of
boy.
this, Liz. You better keep
Yeah,
sending questions.
We might need more. How many we got? We only have 2 left.
Oh.
This next one is a doozy, though. It might take me half an hour just to read it.
Oh boy.
Because I'm gonna have to keep.
Hovering over it, yeah, and
over
you're gonna
it.
have to figure out how to use the thing, and like that's a cursor, by the way. You're gonna want to use that to move things around.
Yeah, I got it.
Trackpad, you
Yeah,
know about that?
I see
You
it.
know,
I wonder if I wish there was a way to put it into the chat room first, but all right, whatever. The question from Daniel.
Daniel, very
okay.
decent name.
Yep.
When I was a little kid, I wanted to name my child when I grew up someday Danielle, like Danyell.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be funny.
Huh.
And then as I got older, I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Then I saw someone actually did it. I'm like, oh, yep,
Yep,
I was
that
right
is
on
terrible.
that. Yep. Just sit on these impulses we have as children, wait it out, see if it still makes sense years from now.
Right. Yeah, that was the main character of my graphic novel I was writing and drawing.
Daniel?
Just the traditional spelling. Daniel.
Oh, okay, right.
All right. Daniel asks...
That is spelled correctly, right?
It is the
D-A-N-I-L.
normal spelling.
Okay, just
yeah, he is a boy with the traditional
that you
spelling.
know of.
In
Or
theory.
is there a picture of him
there's no
as a
picture
boy?
to my knowledge.
All right.
This is you're gonna earn your spiritual advisor.
Here we go.
Wings right here.
There is no God.
Yep.
Next question.
Why keep on living if there is no hope of immortality and I don't believe in an afterlife? He goes on with. All right, go on.
Why go on living if there's no hope of mortality? Why eat an ice cream cone when eventually the ice cream cone will be done? Because there's all sorts of good things to come of actually living
life. Cone. That'd be nice right now. Do you want more?
We should get ice cream cones.
Oh yeah.
We should. Can we order? Does E24 have ice cream cones?
Service?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is it? That would be. Oh man.
It's
somebody needs to
ice
figure it
cream,
out.
Games and zombies.
I gotta think that in the valley here, where it is just balls hot all the time, there's no happiness to be found in this place. They really. I mean, yeah. Sure, you got your like ice cream trucks that come through.
Yeah.
But I mean, there should be some place that has Sunday delivery. Sunday Sundae.
They would have to be so fast though.
Well, no, I mean, you have
or have dry ice or some shit.
Or you just have your freezer in there, and then you sort of make it. You make it on the way, or you make it when you get there, or something like that. And obviously, it'd have to be worth their time. They would have to. You'd have to, like spend $15 worth of ice cream or whatever.
That's a lot of ice cream.
Why? Oh no! Why don't you do that? Why don't you just have an ice cream truck?
Yes.
That is on call, and within a certain radius, you pay your $3 delivery fee or whatever, and have them deliver.
And you call it Ice Dream, because it's a dream that it gets there so fast.
Finish the question. Finish. Don't.
Liz in the chat room says Deep Chan and Sticky.
Where's the rest of the question?
All right, the rest of the question. Why go on living? I am 15, and there may be a possibility that in my lifetime I might be able to live forever. But what's the point? Even if I do become immortal, I'll still die. Hang on.
Does he not know the definition of immortality?
Apparently not.
God damn it!
Well, he says I'll still die someday when the universe ends. And by that, I would have gone. I think it's by then I would have gone insane. Hovering. Oh God, long question. Come back, question. Damn you.
This sounds like a person who is
baiting.
What?
Baiting for something?
Oh no, beating off on the internet.
Yeah, he's jacking
That's
off
what
right
I
now.
like. He's trying to come up with one of those Zen koans that has no answer, but the answer is pretty goddamn clear, and he's
I'm gonna paraphrase that. He's gone on to self-diagnose himself with a cavalcade of problems.
Sure,
including
at 15. No, you know what?
And...
At 15, that's perfectly legitimate. You're in your own head, and you've got all these issues to work out. Seriously, man, once you get laid a few times, it's all going to make more sense. And then you're like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Right.
So.
Yeah, and I'm going to say you don't have Asperger's, sociopathic personality disorder, maybe narcissism.
No. You know what? You're 15. You have all of those things in exact proportion to every other 15-year-old. Every other 15-year-old thinks that they're the center of the universe and that life isn't worth living. Even the ones that seem like they don't, they do. Sure. And the lesson is that you get over it. Because I remember crystal clearly those days, and I still get you get those back every once in a while. He's like, oh God, why is, and basically make yourself too busy to think about it.
Right. Yeah. Do some homework. No.
Yeah. Whoa. Play some video games for crying out loud. I don't know.
The worst.
They have those. You can.
Yeah. Hey, Charlie's here.
Oh, dog.
And my wife.
And wife.
What's going on?
Wife and dog.
Yeah, it's after 4:30. What are you doing? Oh, he's going to be late. This is excellent television at this point. Because you're not even on mic or camera. So it's behind this for now. Okay, anyway. Oh, good. She's put more questions in.
Excellent.
Great.
Go away, Charlie.
Oh, I'm really curious about this one. Does it mean I'm dumb?
Yep.
From Harley.
Yep.
I've never been a textbook student. I've gotten the chance to go to a junior college and earn my RN degree.
You don't have a chance to go to junior college. You get into junior college. Yeah. That's what junior college is.
Right. It says and earn my RN degree in 2 years. Much faster than university and cheaper. Same test to get into the degree. A lot more hands-on training, but since it's a junior college, does that mean I am any less capable?
Here's the thing. College is I hate to say that it's pointless, but it's kind of Here's the thing. There will come a time when you will want to educate yourself. There will come a time when you will actually be interested in history and math and all the things that seem like bullshit when you're a kid. Until that time comes, you have to be told how to do these things. You have to go to classes, and because there are some people, autodidacts, who will teach themselves. They have that early on, and they go out and they figure things out on their own. And those people are the ones that go on to become Bill Gates. Like, oh, I'm fascinated by this, and I want to learn more, and they'll do everything they can to learn more. And then, but for the rest of us, and I certainly count myself amongst that number. You have to go to a college, or you go to high school, go to college, and they'll throw these classes at you, like gen ed class, like, why am I doing this? But, you have to, that's the only way that you're going to get a taste of science, and get a taste of poetry, and get a taste of linguistics, and all of these things that, just sort of fill your head. And eventually you'll go like, oh, hey, wait a minute. That thing over there and that thing over there, there's a connection point, and that interests me. And then you can focus on that, and then you'll be filled with the desire to learn more about it, and you can go along your own way. So it doesn't mean you're dumb that you're doing junior college. It means that you're doing all of that at much cheaper than 4-year college. The 4-year college, I threw a shit ton of money at them and got very little in return.
Right.
But it got me through those years where I didn't have that sort of motivation, and now I take care of it myself. Yeah. But get your RN, fucking do it. Just get it, and maybe you'll just be happy doing that, or maybe you'll find something else along the way. At any rate, you'll be able to pay bills with a decent job, as opposed to getting a job at Coco's or
Coco's.
It's a restaurant. It's don't be a Waffle House waitress is the lesson.
As delicious as waffles are.
But also, you're dumb. Because everybody is dumb.
Pretty much. Have you seen that video
except for me.
on Facebook that's been going around? It's technically on College Humor or something. It's like a fake infomercial for a pill to make you dumber so that you'll fit into society.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's pretty smart.
Sure.
Ironic.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I don't do irony. Not a fan.
Yeah. Good car honking going out there. Is that being picked up on?
Oh, no.
Sweet.
I was just checking my own levels, you know.
Gotcha. All right. This next one comes from Lana.
Ooh.
And again, if anyone has questions out there, you can tweet us at AFAFshow, and we will respond to that, or jot them down in the chat room or the YouTube page comments or the Spreecast chat room. Any of that stuff. All right. We're going to get through all the questions before Tweedy even gets here.
Right. Give us more questions.
Okay. I'm putting this on. All right. Here we go. And this is from Lana.
Hi, Lana.
It says, why am I more creative at night? I've been going through a writing block lately. I have no creativity and I feel exhausted, except at night at 2 a.m. I have a thousand of ideas and I'm super hyper. But in the day, I'm in slow motion and my brain is like cottage cheese. Why?
Because the sun is evil.
Right.
It took me a while to figure out as I was sitting around my house in my underwear, just my underwear, sweating.
Mm-hmm. Go into more detail on this? Or?
I don't think the internet needs any more detail. What?
Nope.
It was hot.
Oh, God.
It was June.
Define. All right, go on.
The sweat was beading on my nipples, and
The
as the
sun.
bead dropped off onto my knee
regret
because my nipples hang that far because I'm chubby. Because I didn't have AC as a kid.
Right.
Not because we're that poor, but just because, my mother was like, no, turn it off. It just fucking, open the window or whatever. So it just sort of got ingrained in me, like, fucking tough it out. Just tough it out. Come on, don't be a douchebag.
Right.
So I would be sitting around trying to write, and I would just be sitting there hot and just like, I don't feel, and then at night it was like, oh, okay, I've got some motility left in my brain now, and then I realized, like, it's because that sort of damp, like, all your brain can think of is hot.
Sure.
So then I turned on the AC after that, and yeah, it cost more, but also I was like, now I'm functional again in the day. And some people too, just either they operate better at night just naturally, or they've been told that nighttime is cool, and Bukowski wrote at night,
Right.
and so like that's when I should be. That's when all my goth friends are hanging out, and that is you'll underestimate the power of social cues, but very much that is a factor that. You'll feel more creative because that's you feel like you're supposed to be more creative then. So do what you. But the thing is, do what you got to do.
Sure.
Do whatever you got to do to be creative, and if that means that you got to take a nap during the day and do all your shit at night, do it. Just do it. Fuck what people tell you. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming that she's young, so she probably has to go to school.
I'm
so
assuming she's a
you know what? Get home, take a nap. And then do your shit at 2 in the morning, and then go back to sleep, and
I mean,
whatever.
That's how I was all throughout high school and the college years and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I think part of that is habitual and pattern oriented. It's just like you just kind of fall into that pattern. So it is actually possible to, like, at some point flip a switch and
If
be
you
like,
feel the need
I'm
to
the guy
change
that
it.
wakes up at 5 a.m. and does stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, I wouldn't feel bad about it. But if it does bother you for some reason, you just
Fucking
put the
fix
energy into fixing it. Yeah. All right. Moving on.
She, of course, wouldn't hear this because she's asleep right now.
Yeah, that's right. She's sleeping. We'll come back to that. This next question comes from the psychic.
Ooh.
So I should already.
Nope. Don't finish that. Don't finish that joke.
They're also
This
asleep.
is not
what
that
I was going to say.
Uh-huh.
I want to start my own clan. I want to learn more about clans. What are they? How do they work? Can someone even just make a clan? Just any information you can give me. Now, I want to start by saying that I've been watching a lot of Sons of Anarchy lately.
Uh-huh.
And
Is that a reference?
No.
To?
I don't think so because they don't refer to them as clans in the show. They're motorcycle clubs.
First off, they didn't spell it K, right?
Right.
Okay, good. Because
I want to get some pointy hoods. And I really like sheets.
It's really not that difficult. There's a lot of literature on how they started, but also don't start another Ku Klux Klan. That's
don't do that.
Okay, you want to start a clan. I feel like this is like a World of Warcraft thing or something very specific.
Possibly. Yeah.
But I guess you can also be asking. And this is sort of the question that this is the reason why I moved to Los Angeles, is finding your tribe. And I say tribe to mean find the people that...
friends that are family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Find the ones who you're creative with, and to a certain extent it's doing comedy, doing improv, doing sketch, doing writing screenplays, writing television projects, whatever. Finding partners, creative partners.
Yeah.
That's one facet of the tribe. The other facet is finding the family that you make.
Right.
Finding the friends and people that you can hang out with, and like, hey, let's go to a movie. Okay, that's part of your clan. All of those things, depending on where you are. I feel like the person who is in a tiny town who has to ask that question, the answer is fucking move.
Sure.
If you have to ask that question, almost certainly you are not in the right place.
Go to a bigger city.
Many people, are in that situation, and it's difficult to move. It's difficult to make that move. The way I did it was I got a job at Starbucks, and they will help you. Well, they won't help you, but you can go to another town, and there will be a Starbucks there.
Right.
And so you can transfer, and everything's cool in the gang.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of companies like that.
Yeah.
Not to make everyone work at a Starbucks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the easy way.
FedEx works.
Yeah, because somewhere that has places that you know that you can transfer to. Also, I slept on a friend's couch for 6 months.
Sure.
That is huge. The first step. And we were sort of friends, not really close, but find someone from your town or someone who you have some secondhand friendship with, and get to the other town, and then start finding your people. I guess, so that's the extreme thing. When you finally have had enough, just move and know that it is perfectly acceptable, and it's a good thing, and it's difficult, but it's absolutely doable for absolutely anybody.
Right.
But if you're, I guess, if you're going smaller and like you're just trying to find people that share the same things that you do around you, start out with the internet and just start, search for LARP and your hometown, and almost certainly something will come up, or something nearby. It'll point you in a direction, and then it may not be a spot-on hit. It'll be like, hey, we're playing Dungeons and Dragons over at this place. Go find those people, and then from those people you will find somebody else, and you'll find somebody else. And the trick is to just find... If you don't find the exact hit, and the internet is so good at that nowadays, just like, boom, spot on, that is exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah. I am looking for bronies who wear large hats and like margaritas. You put all those in, and you will find the bar that does that on a Thursday night.
Maybe I should look into this.
Yes, you should,
nope.
And you should never tell me about it.
Great.
I do not want to know. I tried. Lord knows I watched a couple episodes of My Little Pony because
really? Why?
That's cool. I like Powerpuff Girls.
Okay.
Why wouldn't I like My Little Pony?
I guess.
And then I watched it, and it didn't really do it for me. I don't have any problem with bronies.
Yeah.
More power to you. And I'm all for that. Let dudes like girl things, and let girls like dude things.
Sure.
We don't have to make blue onesies and pink onesies anymore. Just fucking mix it up.
That's
but yeah, that's a thing.
All right. Meetup.com would also be. There's a lot of.
Yeah, I haven't done that. I know of it, and I tried it a couple times, and I was like, eh. But you're saying that it actually does.
Yeah, there's a wide variety of different groups that organize through that and stuff like that.
Okay, cool.
That's
then
how
absolutely.
I found that Friday Night Dice that we went to that one time.
Yeah. Games, y'all.
Yeah, a lot of different gaming groups and stuff. But also, ironically, I have a website called lessthanheroic.com where the whole intention was to organize different regional gaming groups. So people can do that. For, like tabletop gaming and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Go to lessthantheroic.com.
Yeah, and you'll be the first.
I didn't even realize that was a thing.
No, yeah, it barely is at this point.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. We actually got a couple new questions.
Ooh.
Great. What's going on?
Oh.
You okay? Everything good? All right.
Don't worry about me. Don't worry about me. Take care of your shit.
All right, hang on. Oh, there's another big one. This is from Jake. It's going to be a long one. All right.
Less than, Jake. Less than.
No. Please help?
Okay. I'm here. I'll do this for you.
I don't fit into society, and I'm fighting a losing battle.
Right. Yeah.
All questions.
Mm-hmm. Oh, question. Okay. No, now I'm not on board anymore. That should be a statement.
Okay.
If that's a question,
how
then.
How old do you think Jake is?
I'm gonna go with 14.
Tweedy? All right. I'm 16. Close enough.
Okay. Well, that's a little. Well,
yeah,
okay.
You should have your shit somewhat together. A little bit.
Yeah.
Not too much.
All right.
I'm 16, and at present, I'm finding it extremely difficult to fit into society.
Yep.
Yeah, that's normal. At school, I'm constantly struggling to make friends and have yet to be invited to anyone's house or party or any other social event that I see others go to.
Yep.
I noticed that none of my peers even bothered to go out of their way to start a conversation with me.
Sure.
I always have to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not a social recluse or anything, and always try to be nice and friendly, but always get ignored. People only approach when they want the benefit from some help with their work. I feel so used. Now I feel angry.
This sounds like a smart kid.
He does.
So yeah, right. That's keep going.
All right. Now I feel angry at life and society for treating me bad, but I also know that I'm the common denominator here.
Right.
Not sure that that's accurately.
Well, no. That's that I know what he's saying. He's saying that the girl who comes to you and says, "Oh my God, I keep picking the shittiest guys, and it's always ends up terribly," and you know, like, and you say, like, well, what's the common denominator between all of those things? It's not them,
right?
It's you.
Yeah.
So he recognizes that. Good.
Sure.
Good.
So what am I doing wrong? And if that wasn't enough, I constantly argue with my parents because I'm filled with such anger and frustration, and it's not their fault. So it's making me feel guilty and depressed. I'm at a loss.
Glad he recognizes.
Yeah, I'm so close to giving up. Could someone please help?
See, Tweedy would have a very different answer to this than I would. I 100% get what's going on there. Went through it myself. And there's a lot of people who have been in that place. A lot of people who feel like they're in that place, even though that's not necessarily the case. When you stand at it from outside, it feels a lot worse than the situation actually is. It's again, it comes down to interests. Yeah. Have interests of your own. I'm like, if all you do is schoolwork, then that's the only way that you're interacting with the world. But if you're into something like bocce ball, or there's a sport that you
basically
do, something outside. The last
question: join a club.
Yeah, essentially that's what it is, and it's let it be about the thing. Like, you are interested in X, go do X, and you will meet other people who also do X, and you will bond over that shared enjoyment.
Specifically, don't actually do X, because then you'll just sit around in a room feeling sweaters.
Well, nothing wrong with that. Find people who are into X and just go to it. Or the band X.
Thing.
If you like the band X,
that's a decent band.
Then you will find a couple people that are really into Exene Cervenka, and you're like, this is it. I have found my tribe.
They all have awesome sweaters.
Listening to X while on X.
Yep.
And those things will help bridge that gap. As it is now, you're in a classroom, and all they know about you is that you're really good at this, so they will ask you for help, and you'll feel put upon, and that is, I don't want to say as it should be, but that is what it is. Mm-hmm. Once you have something worth going to outside of that, like your friends who are into the band X will say, hey, do you want to go see this X cover band? They're called Y. Not a very good cover band, but by golly, it's not like there's a lot of X cover bands out there. Maybe they're called the X-Men. How about that?
Oh, that's better.
It's just a bunch of dudes and a dude lead singer, which is kind of weird. But you know what? It's the name, and it makes sense. So
Right. It could be double X, and then it would be would that be the no? Is that
What?
still the male version? Wait, what is
Double
it?
X?
Who? XY chromosome is which?
Oh, that would be the XY. I always remember it because I would think like the extra dangly part would be the thing that you would associate with guys, and it's not.
Right.
In the same way that I remember that the sun comes up in the east and goes down in the west, based on the Muppets, the song from the Muppet movie, where they're getting lost, moving right along.
Yeah.
And the line from Foz is like, "Hey, I've never seen the sun come up in the west," and so I have to think that. And they're like, oh, it doesn't actually come up in the west. That means it comes up in the east.
Okay.
I think that's Kermit's line, actually. Point being, that song, in the same way gosh, I don't even remember what sketch it is, but they like ask the guy what's his name, and he does this with his hands. He's just kind of shaking him in front of him, and they're like, oh, what are you doing? Like, it's like,
oh, he's
happy
singing
birthday
a song.
to you,
right,
happy
right.
birthday to you,
How is
happy
that?
birthday, dear Sheldon. I feel like it's the Kids in the Hall, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
Point being, it's also perfectly legitimate and natural to have some of those things in your life
Right.
where you get there by really weird, convoluted ways, and it takes you a minute. But you know, you can't remember everything. Sometimes you
Sure.
need mnemonics, and
Yes.
sometimes those mnemonics are songs from the Muppet movie, and that's okay.
Perfectly
That's all right.
acceptable. Moving on.
Join the club.
Where the hell's Tweedy? I thought he was going to be here around 5.
I'm sure he sent some sort of
By
message
the
that
time
said he
gets
can't
here,
make
he's
it.
going to have to leave.
Don't care. Fuck it.
Okay.
I got this. I got this. I'm doling out wisdom.
I should try to be more redneck to...
That's not a good idea. Because
Alright.
I'm always inches away from strangling Tweety to death, so it's possible that I would just lose my shit and strangle you to death, and nobody wants that.
seems off.
Nobody wants that.
All right, the next question.
I want it a little bit.
Oh boy, this is. Oh, did I miss something by doing that? Oh, yeah, here we go. From Mayo
Ooh, hi Mayo.
or Mayo. I don't know.
Mayo.
It could
Spell it.
be Mayo.
Mayo.
Okay.
It could be a
Mayo's
condiment, or it could be the clinic.
Bad name.
So
for a
obviously,
person.
there was a dude who was named Mayo at some point because they named a clinic after him. It had to be a dude because
Doesn't
girls
that-
didn't get
that's not
clinics
like
named after him
an
back
acronym
then.
or something.
For what?
I don't know.
See, for the longest
Medical
time,
Attention, yo.
I thought it was the male clinic.
Sure. Yeah.
Like for
I
for
believe
things
when
like prostate
Airplane
cancer.
Came out, that's what I was like. What? I don't
What?
get this whole.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Is there
yeah.
the Mayo Clinic? Hold the Mayo. Was there more?
Nope.
Prostitutes?
Nope. Carry on. Prostitutes.
you-
I
what
said
did
nothing
you
about
say?
prostitutes.
Now you
No,
did.
I said prostate cancer.
Oh, prostate. See?
Prostate.
That's why.
Mm.
Just wondering if you believe in the existence of reptilian alien race.
Nope.
All right, done.
Moving on.
Do you think they disguise themselves as important public figures? He
No.
then clarifies that this is a serious question, by
Jesus
the way.
Christ. How old is he? Fucking 9?
That's all it says. I'm sure.
There's the thing is, conspiracies in the way that they're portrayed in Hollywood do not exist.
Nope.
A secret cabal of 12 people, there's gnomes of Zurich, all of these, like
All right, hang
super
on.
secret
Let's go over it.
societies.
What are there any conspiracies that you'll give sway to?
Okay, here's the thing. There are those types of conspiracies that people get weirded out, put tinfoil hats on because of.
Sure.
Those are too simple,
Yeah.
or they're too complex.
All right, well, what about-
because
yeah.
if there are that many people involved in it, there's going to be one guy who talks, and that simply doesn't happen. What happens is there's a bunch of rich people who all happen to be on the same page. They don't have to talk to each other to fuck the poor.
Right.
They just all,
Right.
all
So
the politicians.
all presidents being members of Skull and Bones.
There doesn't need to be a skull and bones. They're just every person who has ever become president has been a rich asshole.
Right.
Even the black one is a rich asshole. And so they're going to be doing things that rich assholes like because they are themselves rich assholes.
Right.
So if any of these things happen and, any large sweeping programs get put through or whatever, it's not because there's like 3 guys all controlling the world. It's not aliens and it's not anything weird. It's just people want more shit.
Right.
People always, even the poor people
Yep.
want more shit. The rich people want more shit, only they're better at it. And they have more to begin with, so it's easier for them to get more shit.
All right, but really quick, let's go down the list. Happened or didn't happen? Moon landing.
Yes, we fucking landed on the moon. We didn't go back there because the rich assholes are too busy lining their pockets with the money that should be used to send us to the moon.
The Freemasons.
The Freemasons were a thing,
Yeah.
but they didn't. They
Print
didn't.
symbols in our money and stuff like that.
No, and some of them did print symbols. They don't mean shit. It's like, dude, check this out. I'm gonna put some dicks into the Little Mermaid, and no one's gonna notice. And maybe someone will figure it out eventually, but by then we'll be long gone.
All right, was 9/11 a U.S. government plot?
No, that was some crazy assholes, a crazy rich asshole,
Right.
over there who said let's be dicks on a grand scale so that I'll never be forgotten.
Right.
And by golly, he did that.
All right, Lee Harvey Oswald, lone shooter.
Pretty much. There may have even been a second shooter. It's not any grand conspiracy. It's it's
Right.
just some crazy. Here's the thing: is we've had a lot of presidents,
Sure.
and a lot of presidents have been assassinated.
Sure.
There's going to be crazies, and crazies will be drawn towards power, towards the spotlight, and like, look at me. I have this huge hole in myself that needs to be filled.
With Jodie Foster.
And yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
So let's go to town with it. And there are plenty of people that didn't like Kennedy. There's plenty of people who don't like Obama. There's plenty of people.
What was his name? The CIA guy.
Hoover.
J. Edgar.
Yeah. Every president has people that hate them.
Yeah.
And there are plenty of people that would love bad things to happen to people. And, it's conspiracy.
Yep. All right, and all right. Next question.
Well, here's the
Okay,
thing.
go on.
Here's the thing with conspiracies is religion believes, for the most part, there's a big dude up in the sky that's controlling everything.
Sure.
That makes the religious people feel better.
Right.
The people who don't have that, it still feels good to have a rich, powerful guy. The story of Job is about this powerful guy in the sky who fucks a dude. Fucks him 6 ways from Sunday and keeps on fucking him. And the dude still goes, hey, I still love you, God. I still love you, God. There are people, that is a very real psychological phenomenon.
Sure.
The people who don't have that still need a big, powerful something to fuck them and keep fucking them. And the fact that somebody's fucking them means that somebody's paying attention to them. And that's all it is that, you know what? There's a grand conspiracy out there of fucking reptiles, and they're personally fucking me. And that feels good that somebody cares.
Right. So God is just a conspiracy is basically what we're saying here.
It's just a reptile.
Yep.
Just a rich, powerful reptilian asshole.
Do you believe in alien life at all?
I believe that by the numbers,
Has
there
something out
are
there?
billions upon billions upon billions to the billion power of stars out there.
Yeah.
Shit's gonna happen, and there's gonna be like weird ass like silicon based life forms,
Sure.
and there's gonna be reptile life forms, and there's gonna be a version of Sam
Carbonite.
Proof up there
Hey.
somewhere.
That's me.
But they're so goddamn far away,
Sure.
and the rules of the universe being what they are, like, surely someone out there has figured out how to get around, but there are not going to be that many of them. And given that there are billions upon billions of worlds out there, it's going to be a while before they get to us.
Right.
The universe has been around for 13, 14 billion years, and we have been us for about 10,000 years. The order of magnitude is obscene, and that they would have ever gotten to us, even if they managed to get to us sometime within the span of life on Earth,
Right.
they would have gone down like, oh, look, it's a mold. Cool. We'll be back in 15 million years. Like, call us when something interesting happens, and maybe they'll get back to us, maybe they won't. But the amount of time that we have been on Earth and been able to figure shit out, they haven't hit us yet, and they're probably not going to hit us before we blow ourselves to kingdom come. So, what are you going to do? And most of the people up there have blown themselves to Kingdom Come before they could do anything like that. Right. So, you know what? They're out there. They're not coming here.
All right. Which takes us into this next question almost seamlessly.
Sure.
Maybe. From Samuel. Clearly, I asked this.
I make things without seams. That's what I do.
Yep.
I'm a seam lesser.
There's an app for that. Are souls even real like you and me?
Like you and me?
I don't know that qualifying.
The fuck is it?
That's not.
Is he asking are souls quantifiable?
Yeah. Probably.
We can't quantify it yet.
Are we just somebody else's dream, dude?
Maybe.
It's possible.
You know what? Keep searching. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I don't have anything against the idea of there being an ineffable, but there hasn't been anything that's shown me that it is. Yeah. Like maybe the 21 ounces thing sounds mostly like bullshit, but it's entirely possible that everything that is us is an electrical field of some sort that maybe can hold itself together beyond the corporeal existence and affect the world in some fashion, or maybe it's just floating out there and observing, or just not just even existing in a non-space. It's possible.
Sure. Doesn't matter.
At this point, it doesn't matter.
Right.
Maybe 40,000 years from now, we'll have figured out how to make that a thing and how to, keep it going and pull back these things that have dissipated somewhat, and maybe we can quantify a heaven of some sorts, or more than likely we'll figure out how to make it ourselves as our body dies. Like, well, okay, we're going to upload you into the heaven program. Enjoy that. It's going to be awesome.
That's just the Matrix.
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
why not?
That's exactly what.
Only with more blowjobs.
Yeah.
The Matrix would have been so much better if it had just been nonstop Carrie-Anne Moss giving blowjobs.
I mean, yeah, you can only. That's like an extended cut or something.
Sure. 40,000 years from now, we'll figure out how to do it.
Yeah. Do we? I guess we have time for one more.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Let's see what we can do with this one. Who is this from? There's no name on this. Oh no, there it is.
He has no name, like Odysseus.
S. Ifilaus. There's an S, then a dot, then Iffy, Louse.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. S. Ifilaus.
That is someone who has syphilis and crab lice.
Sure. The question. Wait a second. Looks like I did somehow scroll halfway down. What is all the cause of trouble for the world? Is it fear? Is it greed? Is it arrogance or too much self-reliance? Is it ignorance? What is it?
When it comes down to it, it's about selfishness, which is a basic biological impulse, self-preservation. You want to stay alive and you want to perpetuate your genes, because that's how we're ordered. That is how biology is ordered. That's how we got to this point, because the little microbes before us kept trying to survive, and then they did survive, and so the ones that those survived are the ones that wanted to survive, and so we keep surviving. So oftentimes we get ahead of ourselves, and we think in terms of ourselves as individuals rather than as a social entity. I mean, nobody wants to feel like they're part of a hive mind, but in essence, our species is one organism, and every once in a while there's a cell that figures like, I want to be bigger than everybody else, and he multiplies and he makes a whole bunch more of him, and that's called a cancer. And sometimes it gets excised, and sometimes it makes the whole thing sick, and maybe one of those cancers is going to be the thing that kills us off all completely, or maybe we'll weather it all and we'll survive long enough to figure out how to deal with these things. It's not evil per se, it's just human nature. It's nature, period.
Right.
So,
well, in a way, it's almost everything that he stated, because everyone's got different motivations and why they do things, and there's no one answer that's going to be all-encompassing. It's a very complex math problem of like, this thing happens and then that thing's going to happen. That person's going to do this. And
man, don't worry about it. Do your best to put as much good into the world as you can, and that's all you can do. That's all you can do.
Right.
The rest of it, it's got to take care of itself.
Find your 2 a.m. group, Play your Dungeons and Dragons.
And then eventually you'll find the LARP.
Yeah.
You'll find the LARP that your soul craves. Your margarita drinking bronies LARPing all night long. Come on, everybody's got to have a hobby.
Yeah. Dallin
and
says,
there's nothing wrong with that.
To go back, Dallin says the Matrix is based on Descartes.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
that's all. That's all.
And it's also based on Plato, and the shit goes back as
Greek
far.
stuff.
You're sitting in a cave, and all you see is, shadows on the wall. There's the perception of reality is something that we've grappled with since the beginning of time, since we've had a perception of reality.
Right.
So all the stories have been told. It's just in how you tell it.
I think, therefore, I blue pill. Is that how that works?
I heard bloop ill, so I was like, bloop. Why would
It's like
bloop ill? Are you
louse.
sick of blooping? Why would you say?
I've been doing blooping for.
Oh man. Blooping is the best. Find yourself a blooping group and just go for it.
Bloopup.com. See if they'll deliver some bloop right about now.
Ew. Ew.
So we got about 4 minutes. What else is going on this week? We got. Is he out there?
No.
Oh, okay. We got Pizza
It's
Games
Charlie.
and Zombies coming up in half hour.
Yep.
So find that. If you're on the YouTube, go to youtube.com/snapproof. You can find it right there. If you're on the Spreecast, just look for Pizza Games and Zombies. And we'll be back with that. We're going to be playing, what is it? Nile Deluxor.
Well, the game is Nile, but that's the deluxe version that has the additional stuff.
It was originally Nile, and then this kind of is like the base set with an expansion built in, which is pretty cool. And then Asking for a Friend will be back next week at this time minus,
plus
an hour.
Oh, what? Minus?
Because we would have started an
Oh,
hour
I
ago.
see. Yes. 4:30 plus
4:30.
Tweedy.
Plus
Minus
Tweedy.
an hour plus Tweedy.
And a producer, Liz.
We'll see.
Possibly.
We'll see.
Maybe
we may
we'll cut
fire
her
them
out.
all.
You're all out of
You
here.
know what? Talking for an hour. Turns out I'm into it.
Oh, there you go.
I
The Chan
enjoy
Show.
hearing myself talk.
Yeah, we got to get the Science Jerks and Box Office Democracy up on this. So we'll hopefully be adding those to our playlist of live streams. But you can also find right now Box Office Democracy on popocalypse.com.
Ooh.
And we'll be getting the others on there as soon as I have the time.
Excellent.
As well as the Comedy Couple with Andy and Rhoda,
Ooh.
who now have an XM. They're syndicated on XM Radio.
No, they've been syndicated. They've been on there for a while. That's was like, wait a minute.
I thought it was
Why
only
they
a
want to
couple
be on
weeks.
yours? No, they've been on for like a year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
They're big time.
Wow.
We know
We gotta
important
do that.
people.
I don't know how big time they are.
Don't say that.
I mean,
They're
no,
going to
I'm
be on
just-
your goddamn network.
I mean, it's XM Radio. I'm
Yeah.
just saying we're bigger than XM Radio already, right? So no, they gave us a shout out apparently, and I saw some substantial movement on the site. So
Yeah.
that's all good. Liz says, "Why aren't you writing this in the producer tab?" Don't forget to talk to Chan about. I could probably do that off. About
Don't just read
horrible-
everything that shows up. For God's sakes.
What's this about your debilitating? Never mind. What else? Anything else going on this week?
Nah, I'm good.
I'm good. You
Oh,
can-
next
what?
week. Next week, Doctor Who starts
Ooh.
and Game of Thrones starts. So be ready for that.
Yes.
Be ready for us to skip out of this early and be
Yeah, we
completely unfocused and
figure
not give
out
a
how we're
shit
doing that.
because Game of Thrones is going to be on.
Did we figure out our schedule for how we're doing that?
No, we'll
We're gonna
figure
watch
it
that
out.
at 9 or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
fun. We'll miss the East Coast feed, but we'll
How did
get
we
there.
Just drop a camera. Great. Awesome. All right. Well, that's good timing on that. So guys, thanks for checking us out. We're here every week. You can send us your questions on Twitter at AFAFshow.
Yep.
Or find Asking for a Friend on Facebook.
Yep.
We might even see the Tumblr.
Could be.
I'm trying to get.
Oh, no, the
login
Tumblr
for
does
you.
exist. What is it called?
Does.
Yeah.
It's probably AFAF Show
Maybe.
at tumblr.com.
If I was smart, that's what I would have done.
Probably. Keep it
But
all
if I'm
similar.
not smart, then
Let's take a look.
I
Nope,
would've just...
that's not it.
Okay.
Let's try
It's,
asking for
Asking for a friend show. Asking for a friend show.
Oh
yeah.
my God,
yeah,
that's
I bet
long.
you.
That's
I bet
it.
you.
Asking for a friend show.tumblr.com. So we're not going to check that.
All
No,
right.
I'll get the login information from that so that I can actually kind of update it every once in a while.
Cool.
And figure something out. I can at least create an automated script to pull the RSS feed from the
Awesome.
podcast.
Yeah.
You can also find us on iTunes and podpocalypse.com, which I said that already.
Yeah.
So
do
cool.
that.
Yeah. All right. So join us in half an hour for the Pizza Games and Zombies show. I'm going to link those in the Spreecast chat room and stuff like that.
Hi, I'm Ryan Tweedy. Bye.
Yep. That's
God,
Ryan
Tweedy, you just show up. God, you suck.
What a
But just Chan saying bye. Bye.
do 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 do. Where is that link? There it is. There's this one. Okay. Put that on screen. Yes. That sounds about right. Okay. Then we can do this.